Look, I'ma wake up in the AM, I'ma count my paper, and I'ma put this cell out, I'ma save a clip for later.
Why not, Mike?
No, I don't want you to see my fucking hairy ass.
Badonkadonk.
Badonkadonk.
I kind of want to.
You know what? Honestly, I'd feel more comfortable if he wasn't here. Otherwise, you know what I mean? Like, I
Well,
would
he's not going anywhere.
but he's staring at me, and I don't want him to fucking look at my chest the
So
entire
is the
time.
camera.
Yeah, but that's different. You know what I mean? Like, I could cam all day. I could never strip. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess.
Because I don't see the people on the other end. When the people are like right here, I'm just like, get the fuck out of my face, dude.
Problem with that.
Yeah, you never.
Oh
see
my
him.
god! All right, so
Are you sure you're ready for this? I'm gonna get crazy,
dude,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Okay, all right.
when I'm editing
He's in.
this,
He's
we've already started.
We're gonna fuck this.
Oh,
shit
okay.
up.
This is great. Are
You
you
see,
kidding?
we've already started, but now we'll do the actual intro.
Oh shit! All right.
you
Hi, everybody.
This is
Hi, Dr. Nick.
This is Mike Merk over here. He is a local comedian at AC Jokes. They perform in Caesars, at the Pier, and also Tropicana. He's
That's right.
down from New York, but now living in AC, right?
Unfortunately, yes. No, I love it here. I love it here. It's awesome.
You don't love it here.
I mean, I do, except for the fact that I get scrutinized for wearing a sweatshirt in September. But
Well, dude, it's
otherwise-
like 90 degrees in our
You know what?
apartment
I
right
was
now.
in a casino. It's like -2 degrees in a casino. All right.
Yeah.
Not everyone walks around on the beach with their surf bodies and shit.
I don't got no surf body, dude. If I take this off, it's a bad story.
Tell me the story.
I've heard they pump air into casinos, like cold air, like fresh, like oxygenated air, if that's a thing, like air with extra oxygen in.
Do I
to,
look like a casino, bro? How would I know this?
I mean, you're there all the time.
The type
All
of
I know is cold, so I wear a sweatshirt. I paid $60 for this shit.
nah, dude. Girls, they.
I know,
women-
right? $60. Isn't that? You don't know who I'm looking at, but there's a creepy dude over there who's staring at us the whole time.
It's Nicky
Yeah.
G, yo. He's filming.
Yeah,
for
I mean,
Jordan
I know
Brand.
it's Nick G, but they don't know that, so we could make him whatever we want him to be. And right now, he's a blonde, creepy dude who is licking his lips at us, right? Because no one saw that. No one saw that.
I seen it.
Yeah,
I seen
and now he's rubbing his nipple. All right, I'm just saying, if you want to call him, his number is 609-555-CREEP. All right.
it. Yeah, I got that.
Oh,
number.
yeah, he's get him on speed dial.
I know that number.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of post production, though. We just chop them right in, bro. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
we
So
could put the
people
real
listen.
number in there in post, right?
Yeah, of
Okay,
course,
all right,
of course,
good,
of course,
good,
of
good.
course.
You're gonna get mad dick pics. You're just gonna be like, send. Yo, we should start that. Can we start a contest for like whoever listens to this to send him dick pics?
We can definitely do that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
We can
Yeah,
definitely
You
do
can pick
that.
the best dick. Come on, look at you. Oh, he's fucking blushing now. Yeah, before he was licking his chops at us, telling me to take my shirt off and shit. Now he's just like, no dicks.
Shy. He's shy.
Yeah, one of my
man.
favorite things about your act, and not to give it away, but when you give out your phone number,
Oh yeah. Well, you
shit is
kind of gave it away.
fucking price. Well, yeah.
Do you, wait, you
They're gonna
give
be
out-
going to the show. Like, when's he gonna give out his number?
You give.
You know.
You don't give it out.
No,
I
it's-
don't want to give it away.
No, I do. It's fine. I do give my phone number away,
Right.
and it's for anyone who wants to be part of the Feed a Comedian program. So you can call me and give me your leftovers. That's what it is.
Okay,
Call
all
up.
right.
Call up.
Brian, how many times
I don't
have
wanna
you seen
really
Mike? How many?
I've
things-
seen Mike twice so far.
Oh, you have.
Yeah, I
Okay.
took,
Twice too many.
No,
Because
not
I
at
don't.
all.
I saw you in
Three
Maryland,
times. I take that back. I saw him 3 times.
And I don't remember getting your fucking number, dog.
Oh well, you know that
you
was
didn't different.
that was different. That was
different set.
That no, well, it was anonymous there. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
It's like
I got you.
I didn't want to break a tradition.
Right.
The spirit of what we were doing there on the spiritual retreat that
Oh
weekend.
yeah, it was
you know?
very spiritual there.
Yeah, so spiritual that no one got my number that weekend, so it's all good. I didn't have to try to give it out. Yeah, so that started. I'll tell you about it if you want. Like that started as like a joke once because there was like this really hot girl in the crowd,
Right.
and I was just like, "Yo, I'm gonna try to give this girl my number, just like as a joke, right?"
Uh-huh.
And then she called it, and I was like, "You know what? Maybe this could be a thing, right?"
So she called you.
Yes.
What was her name?
Fuck if I remember.
Was she
Alyssa
fun?
the hairdresser.
Was she fun?
For all 30 seconds, she was amazing. She
That's
was.
great.
It's a
That's
true
great.
story, actually. It was.
Well, you got to go.
She
into,
was
You have to
fun.
go into more details than that.
Was this in New York?
She was like the hottest girl that I've ever seen, and like at the end of the show, I was like, you know what, this show would be better if this girl made out with me, And she was so drunk she didn't realize that. But then like she actually like called my number at the end of the show. And I had my phone on me, and I like raised it up to the crowd, and everyone just like went nuts, and they were like, "You're gonna get laid," and I'm like, "No, I'm not. I never get laid." And then I got laid. So hey,
attaboy, good for you.
Yeah,
Was this
fun.
in New York?
No, this was at the Tropicana. Where else?
Great.
Yeah, the Slopicana, bro. That's where fucking dreams come true.
The first casino I ever been to. 17 years old.
It was the first casino I was at too, and I always call it the fucking Atlantic City Sunday morning syndrome. When you wake up at the Tropicana and the sun is just coming up over the ocean and it's like 6 a.m., you haven't fucking slept, realize you lost all your money, you blew all the coke, was done at like 2 o'clock, and you're still up, and then...
That started as such a beautiful story. And then just went like and took a left turn. Did you hear that? He's like, you wake up and the sun is rising and it's a beautiful day and you're broke and miserable and you lost everything.
That's a typical Atlantic City story, though. Anytime I've ever come down to Atlantic City, I always left at like the first train to go back to ACO because I was just lost all my fucking money, all the drugs were fucking gone, and I just had this like pit in my fucking stomach.
You should write a book. That sounds like a good title. First train back to ACO.
Yeah, that sounds like a great title.
First train.
Yeah.
It'd be the
train
saddest
back to
story
ACO.
anybody's ever read.
Wait, so like how many times did that happen to you?
Probably 30 at least.
So you were like, fuck it, fuck the train, I'll live here now.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. I was like,
Why do I need to take a train?
yeah, I mean,
here.
I said fuck it. You know what I mean? The funny thing is, though, now that I live here, I go to the casinos less than I used to.
Oh, yeah.
The only time I ever go is for a show or something like that. Like to come see you, maybe walk around on the boardwalk, fuck around. But there's nothing up there.
Oh, yeah. No,
Absolutely
it's the same
nothing.
story, yeah. What's your Tropicana, your Virgin Tropicana story?
I don't really. It wasn't anything cool. Just went with a couple people.
You were 17, though, right? That's pretty cool. 17-year-old at the casino, hanging out, doing shit.
It was like 3 dudes on heroin. We just went to try to.
Not cool. I got you.
Yeah, there was
Another hard left turn at the
Yeah,
train.
right?
It doesn't go anywhere from there, man. No, I didn't win anything.
Did you gamble?
Yeah, I played.
At 17?
Yeah,
They don't let you get away with that.
They don't give a fuck.
Well, they just didn't happen to ID me. I mean, it's.
What was your plan going in there? Like, I'm going to gamble, and then if they ID me, what are you going to, like, what was...
Well, that's what I kept telling my friends. Because they were older at the time, and they were like, yeah, we're going to go and try to win some money, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, what happens if I get ID? They're like, oh, no, you'll be cool, you'll be cool. They had, I don't know, they didn't tell me any backup plans. I don't know, man. I don't know how to answer that.
You were hanging out with the wrong crowd for a while there, JoJo.
Yeah, I really was. Next.
Next story.
It's getting weird.
Let's get out of here.
Well, I just feel
Get out of
now.
Dodge.
This is just it's just a strange thing now. It's just very strange.
What, the casino industry?
No, just that stupid story.
I mean, it's not stupid. It's like a rite of passage. You know what I mean? Like, you ever use, like, the first time you use, like, a fake ID?
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
And if, like, they, like, tell you, like, they're going to ask you, you always have, like, a story. You got to memorize, like, what the date of birth is, your address, right?
Right.
So,
right.
Ryan Licata.
No, I just wish that when you asked me, I could be like, yeah, well, we fucking, I got this hot girl's number, and I didn't think I was gonna bang her, and I banged her, and just a better trap story than it was.
Oh, well.
It was.
Listen,
we went.
it's not a
down.
competition, buddy. It's no
Yeah.
good. That's a good story, too. What do you mean? I didn't gamble at 17.
Oh man.
All right, we'll move on. He's like, no, enough.
The fake ID thing is interesting. I still remember my address from my first fake ID. So I got it at the U.S. Copy Center on 15th and I think Chestnut or Walnut or something like that in Philly.
You heard that, officer? All right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't have it now.
Well, not for you, for them. All right. Anyway, so what happened?
I don't know how anybody doesn't know about it because this rolls into a bigger story, right?
Okay.
So the address was 2345 Moonshadow Drive, Augusta, Maine, right? And I had my real name on it, real picture. And on the back of it, they had like this ID is not to be used. It is like for jokes, blah, 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 blah. And then I had like a barcode. So I took alcohol and I rubbed it off. I put tape over the part that had the barcode on it, and then I rubbed it off. Okay. So I'm using this fake ID, right, at a bar in Maryland. So this bar would pick us up on a bus, not like a bus, but like one of those airport travel vans. So they would pick us up at our parties, and then ship everyone from the fraternity parties to the bar. So I'm in the back of this van. We used to like smash the windows out and like smoke weed in the back, and the owner didn't give a fuck because we would bring 30 people to the bar every weekend, right?
Sure.
So I'm in the back of the van, and I remember I had a pint of vodka. And my boy was like, I bet you can't drink that before we get there. And of course, I'm like, pfft.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah. So I opened this thing and then just chugged the whole pint, right to the face. And meanwhile, I'm probably on like Xanax and Oxys and a whole bunch of other shit too. So now I'm like shit-faced drunk. So I get to the bar. I'm really just remembering by like stories that people have told me now about it.
Nice. I love those.
Yeah, it's the best. I'm like, you wake up at home and you're like, oh man, what the fuck happened last night? And then they're like, yo, you did this. So this is the yo, you did this version of what actually happened, right?
I love that.
Yeah.
So apparently what happened was I bought a pitcher of beer and then I went to put it on the beer pong table because I was trying to get next, right? Mm-hmm. I put it down and I knocked the whole table over and spilled over everyone's drinks. And I was like, oh, yo, my bad. Let me buy you guys around. So I go back up to the bar and then just take like a shot and a beer and like completely disregarded all the shit I spilled in the next room, right? So the lady, I get a shot and a beer. I grab the beer and I go to like put it up to drink it. And then I put it down, and instead of putting it on the bar, I missed the bar completely and shattered the glass on the ground.
Nice.
So then they're like, yo, let me see your ID. And I'm like, 2345 Moonshadow Drive, Augusta, Maine. Here you are, sir. Mm-hmm. So I hand the ID over, and the guy's like, yeah, this is from the U.S. Copy Center in Philly. I'm like, fuck. He's like, yeah. He said he had the same one. And this is like a 30-year-old guy.
He had the same address, right?
He knew what they looked like. Like everybody in my area knew like that was the spot to go. So how they haven't gotten shut down or
they kicked you
they
out
don't
of the bar.
give a fuck.
So what happened?
They kicked me out, and luckily some girls I knew were also leaving at the same time, so they gave me a ride back. And what happened after that, I have no fucking clue.
You guys have good luck with these women, man.
He didn't say anything happened. Let's clarify that. He got a ride home.
I got a ride
he
home.
didn't ride anyone when he got home. You know what I mean? It's like two different things.
Did you have a fake ID?
Me?
Yeah.
Dude. I had a fake ID when I was like 12.
Yeah? Did you?
Yeah, I was so stupid with it too. All right, because all right, so I got it really young. It was an international driver's license. All right, and the person at the office that was next door to my dad, the lady used to translate international licenses to like.
What do you mean translate?
So like if you're from Italy or Russia or wherever, right? You come over, you have a driver's license. Okay. What they do is they like basically translate. It was a big scam, I feel like, but they translate.
Sounds like a scam.
You pay them $50. It's a Russian thing. It's definitely a scam.
Yeah, so definitely.
They translate the license to like something to say in English, right? And it's the International Driving Bureau or whatever, some bullshit. They were registered with the government to do that, right? So that way, like if you're here for like, I don't know, a month and you have a driver's license, you could use that one. Right. And so what they did, it's like a real thing. So she just made me a real license that like scanned and everything.
And this is somebody your dad knew or was next to your dad?
Yeah. In the office next door, they knew. They're Russian. They don't give a shit. You know?
Oh, okay.
So I'm walking in. Yeah. They don't
Russian thing.
They don't care. So we walk in.
How
they
much
don't have
was it?
morals. They're not people.
Well, they're people, but they just don't care about people. Yeah. Did you want to say something? I'm sorry. You look all chipper over there. What's going on?
He's just having a good time.
I'm Russian.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for that commentary.
sorry to hear that, Nicky.
Like Russians,
I love you, Nick. Anyway, so
I do.
This is the best part. I'm 12 years old, right? And I don't know, like I didn't think I started using it, to be honest, like till I was 14. I would walk into like the corner bodega, right? And like all my friends are waiting outside. I'm talking about like 10 preteens outside this bodega. I'd walk in and buy like, I don't know, like we would all pool our money together and then
get a couple 40s or something.
40s, 6-packs, whatever I could. I would come out with like 10 bags, like like all these beers and shit. And I would just walk up with all this confidence. I would just keep coming back from the cooler to the like to the counter.
Right.
And I just kept bringing more and more. Right. And the guy's just looking at me. I never forget. It was this like Korean dude that was just like, just kind of looking at me like, what's going on here? And then he looked at me. He looked at the ID. He looked at me. We went through the same thing every weekend. You know what I mean? And
so you went to the same store.
Same store. I mean,
obviously, if it works,
if it's working, why would you? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right.
And not only that, the store was just really close to the alley where we drank, so it was just the convenience matter.
Right. Yeah.
It's like I'm not gonna walk 10 blocks, to like with fucking beers on me, so cops could stop me at 14.
Right.
I'm gonna go 2 blocks away from the alley where I drink. So. And
you grew up in Queens, right?
I grew up in Queens, yeah. So we would do that. We'd walk around the corner. It was like right behind like the alley was it was like a rich neighborhood, but it was like where I guess driveways were for like rich houses, and then like at the end of the driveway was like the LIRR, the train, right? So cops would always come down that alley because that's like where all the kids in the neighborhood would drink, and we would just run onto the train tracks because that's a smart thing to do when you're drunk, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And you're 14, and then we'd always do it. They would never come after us. And I don't know. I just used that ID for like all types of shit. I used it to gamble. I used it to like get into like I remember when I was like 16, I was using it to get into like exclusive like nightclubs and stuff.
What? How
and,
exclusive are we talking?
I don't know. I got into like Joe's Pub, which is like a big like music venue in the city.
Okay.
And then, like my friends, it's in Gramercy. I think it's still there. It does like live music and stuff. It was like it was known for like one of the hardest ones to get into with like a fake ID.
No shit.
And like all my friends would go and get rejected, and I'd be like, "Fuck you!" And just get the ID and get in. And they would look at me, same thing, like the Korean guy. Look at the ID, then they'd scan it, and they'd be like, "Well, I guess this works." You know, he just must be, fucking young looking, baby face or whatever. You know, kind of like Nick over there.
Did you? Did you make it like age higher, or were you right at 21, like on the ID when you got it?
Oh, no, yeah. When I got it, I was at 21, but at the time I was 18, I think, what is that? That makes me like 27, which is ridiculous at that point, right? Because I'm 18 and I'm trying to be a 27-year-old.
What was the name on it? McLovin?
No, it was my real name. That's how I did it. That's McLovin. That would have been awesome.
It's smart doing it that way because then they can be like, oh, well, this isn't you. And you pull out your credit card that's got your same name on it, and it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, the not smart part was like the real address. That part wasn't. I had my actual address on there. Because when you do it, when you go through that thing, you have to register with that like international driver's license thing. So everything had to kind of be legit. They only just changed the date of birth. And then, like, the FBI busted them, so I was like, well, this ID's no good no more.
Yeah, fuck
that.
Really? Once the FBI
That's a real story, yeah.
What
they shut them down. They're like, all right, this is not legal anymore. So stop. And I was just...
that.
So bartenders, like, before they were scanning, right? Like, bartenders had a book where they would look up the different types of IDs.
See what they look like.
And that ID was in the book of legitimate IDs. So, like, it was really fun, actually, to, like, see the baffled minds... of like these bartenders, like, how is this guy 21? You know what I mean? Like, it's like, what? They're like, this is. I remember one time a guy was like, "This is fake." I'm like, "No, it's not. You can scan it. You can look it up." Right? Like, I fought with him. Right? It was in the Upper West Side. I was just like fighting with this guy. He goes, "But there's no way." I'm like, "There's no way. What? Are you trying to insult me?" I was like, "What do you mean? What? Because I look young? What are you trying to do?" He's like, "All right, sorry. Can I buy you a beer?"
It's fantastic.
Like, yes.
I'm here to amuse you.
Yeah, exactly. It was fucking crazy.
Have you ever been kicked out of a bar?
Have I ever, yeah, I mean, sure.
Yeah.
Who hasn't? Okay. Yeah.
You got any good kick Mike out of the fucking bar stories?
Mike, dude, I don't remember them. You know what I mean? Like, I remember getting kicked out. It was kind of like, I don't remember why.
Right.
You know? Okay. Like, I remember getting kicked out. I don't remember why. You know, the best one was.
I love that though. When you know something happened, you're pretty sure something happened, but you just can't recall, and then you got to go and talk to this one, that one, and the other one to figure out, to put the pieces together.
Yeah. See.
Yeah. You
know what I mean? So that's
you like you go play detective,
and you're like, no, I didn't.
And like you have a different friend that like pieces up the different parts of the night.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
The night just keeps getting better and better.
Yeah, that still happens now. You know what I mean? Like in my memory of like what I did when I was getting like all like fucked up.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Like things will come in there, be like, oh yeah, that did happen. You know what I mean? Like Like, so one of the jokes I do, one of the things I talk about is how I got arrested for stealing a carousel horse, right? And like, I mean, I put it in joke form, but like, it's a real thing, and then it still happens till today. Like,
so that did actually happen.
Oh yeah, it's a real thing. Pieces of that story still come back. Like, I don't even remember all of it. I just have flashes of it. I was wasted. I got kicked out of the bar that night. I don't remember why. I do remember they're like, you gotta go.
Where did you steal it from?
A carousel.
No, it's not. It wasn't a real carousel. It was in Binghamton. So Binghamton's the carousel capital of the world. Self-proclaimed. Yeah, that's where I went to school. Go up there, man. Mad
SUNY?
Carousels. Yeah. Honestly, they like decorate their streets with carousel horses.
It's got to be one of the lamest things I've ever heard.
So, all right, the real story is there's a rich dude that's like from there. He couldn't afford to go on the carousel when he was younger. He made all this money, so he built a bunch of free carousels everywhere.
Same fucking story we hear.
Yeah, right. Yeah. It's like, I didn't get this, so I'm going to give it to everybody because I got money now.
Yeah.
Right?
Nah, that's cool. Good.
Yeah. So I didn't get herpes. I'm going to give it to... Never mind. So when I get rich, watch out, Nick. I'm fucking with herpes. I'm sorry, I know it's too much. Anyway, so they would decorate these streets with these carousel horses, and this is what I remember from the night.
Right.
Okay, I don't remember much, but I do remember this. I got kicked out. Jack Daniels. That's the first thing. Right? I remember Jack Daniels. I remember drinking a lot.
This is a friend of yours?
No, well, he was for a while. I was lonely. So we drank like a bottle of Jack before we went out. Got kicked out of a bar. Coming home down like the main street where like all the college kids go over this bridge, right? Before that, on the corner, right, if you get on the bridge, there's a bunch of kids that like unscrewed a carousel horse trying to get it into their van, but they're idiots because the pole was there and they couldn't like fit it in.
Right.
So they left it. And I was like, well, we should take this back to our house because why not? Free horse rides for everyone, right? So me and my roommate, yeah, fuck it. I mean, I'm trying to do the spirit of what that guy was doing, right?
Right.
So we pick up this horse and we're walking like across the bridge, and all of a sudden I just hear, whoop, 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 pull over. I'm like, I am over. Like, what, like, what are you talking about? And then I remember the cops getting out, like a ton of them, right? And they're like, put your hands up against the railing or something like that, and behind your back. I don't know what the hell they were saying. I just remember being really drunk, being like, why? Why do I got to do this? I don't need, why? And then they cuffed us. They put us in a paddy wagon, which was interesting because there's like two sides to the paddy wagon. There's like a bench, and then there's like a cage on the other side,
right,
where they put like the hardened criminals.
Oh, it was sectioned off in the paddy wagon.
Yeah, so we're in the hardened criminal section for picking up a carousel horse. Then they took us, literally drove a block and a half downtown. Like they could have walked us there. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like everyone, we made like the school paper and shit. Like
that's pretty cool.
Vandals and all this stuff.
The school paper?
Yeah, the Binghamton Gazette, whatever the hell it was. I don't even know what it's called anymore.
Oh, we got to see if we could try to find that thing.
Oh, you could definitely find that article. It was like,
people
were talking about it like forever.
That's pretty
cool. It was, what's it called?
So when you,
something?
When you mean you stole a carousel, like, was it just, like I'm trying to, is it like a horse?
Yeah, carousel horse.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know if it was
carousel horse that was decorated on the street that other people loosened that I wasn't really guilty of doing because I didn't know that like it wasn't free to take.
All right, so I was gonna ask that because I was trying to think like I didn't know if you meant like a little mini like. You know what I mean? Like maybe like a couple on a circular thing that spun around, and you and your buddies just took the fucking thing. And
no, like the one that gives you charge of grand larceny, the big, like that big.
Damn, they charge you a grand larceny.
Grand larceny. That's what they charge me.
How much do they estimate the horse is worth?
Well, it was worth over $1,000. So they charge you for grand larceny when it's over $1,000. It was like a grand larceny in the C5th degree or some shit.
That's crazy.
It was like a grand larceny C or something like that. I don't know what the hell it was. C felony or something. And then I had to do 200 hours of community service.
Damn.
Yeah.
2,000, huh?
Yeah. 200. Did I say 2,000? It felt like 2,000. That's what it was.
Maybe that's just what I heard.
What they have you do for community service?
I volunteered at the Boys and Girls Club.
It's admirable.
Yeah, it was cool actually. I met some cool kids. We were hanging out. Not on the carousels. Fuck that shit. And then I volunteered coaching baseball. I coached my my high school team for a little while.
Nice.
Have you been on a carousel horse yet? Since?
Nah, I'm traumatized, bro. I ain't gonna go on them. Nah, man, carousel horses aren't for me no more.
So do you?
My family fucks with me, by the way, every time.
Like, I would too. Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, they're like whenever we go, like we go down to like Maurice Piers or something like that, or like anywhere. They're like, Michael, don't look. You might get an urge.
You can sit. You can sit.
It's fucked up.
So do you get most of your joke material from like life experience, like stuff like that?
Oh yeah, no, yeah, that's the best stuff, man.
Would you say it's entirely like that?
Yes, it is entirely like that.
Okay, so is it a lot of stuff like I guess stories and shit like this obviously are funny, but like weaving it into a joke form is
that's different. That's where the art comes in. You know, it's like a painter who's going to paint something. They got an emotion that they're going to paint. That's what makes you the artist, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or a songwriter who's going to write a song. He's going to relate, or she's going to relate their experience. That's what makes you the artist. I think all art, for me, including comedy, especially comedy, comes from pain.
Mm-hmm.
Right, your most painful, embarrassing moments, because that's the ones that everyone can relate to. Mm-hmm. Now, comedians, I think, are sick people. I mean, me especially. Like, we use laughter to deal with that pain.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, if the core of all your jokes start with that, right, you just find a way to like exaggerate the truth and make it a little funnier on stage, because that's what you do in comedy. But that's the cool thing about it, is that, I mean, I'm just saving you like 5 years of like, if you try to do stand up right now. It took me 5 years to figure that out, because I started getting better and relate, like personally. I mean, it's not everybody, but personally, I started relating. An audience started relating more to me when I shared my pain. You know, like when I shared stories like this.
Yeah.
When you're like just open and honest, people just seem to attract to that. You know.
I'd agree with that.
So why not do that in your comedy? Why try to write a joke of like, you know, some silly of like, you know, whatever, a dick joke, for example.
Right.
No, but I think you're right, dude. Most of it. Like I make music and I could relate to that. Most of the things that at least I think my better material come from pain. You know what I mean? And yeah, that is the art, when you could, you know, relate your experience to it and yeah, just come to like putting the pieces together. I'm sure it's the same way when you write a joke. Putting the pieces together to a song is just like, you're like, yeah, I feel good from that, you know. So
yeah, I'm uncomfortable because we're being too serious now. You know? Like, I'm serious.
The
comedian in me is like, I just want to talk about stupid shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's where my brain goes. You know what I mean?
Right. It wasn't even
like he's sitting there, right? He's sitting there the whole time smiling at us, right? And I'm like, this dude hasn't said a fucking word. Why is he here? You know? And I love him. Don't get me wrong. I love that he's here. But like, chime in, man, because you're making me uncomfortable.
Y'all can't hear me anyway.
We can hear you.
We can hear you.
It's just not through the headphones.
Ah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
All right. Well, at least he spoke. I mean,
Yeah.
I just, you know what? It's the thing in comedy. Don't take it personally. We just like find someone to bust their chops.
I was going to ask you that.
Yeah. I did
Each
that on
show,
purpose.
do you usually pick out someone that's sitting there and like, I'm coming for him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
You
You're it right now. Yeah. that's the only reason.
You should
But you're great. He's great. Having him there, right? When we're doing this, like, you know, just having someone that I could like throw stuff at. You know what I mean, his reaction. That's what, like, comedians, we're such sick people. We need a reaction from people all the time.
yeah.
Well, you think that's like a comedian specific thing? I mean, anything that I do, I need a reaction from somebody. Like, I don't want to do something if no one's fucking around.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah,
and
that's true.
And if we're sitting too close and we get too deep, then it might just.
Don't fucking try to move over. I already see him creeping over here.
You can lean your head on his shoulder if you want.
I don't want.
Oh shit!
I don't want.
Just bring the mic with you.
It's real.
Yeah, you
Oh,
bring it
now
with
you talk a lot. Now you got to say okay. Nah, man, it's great. I love doing this. Just messing around, because like sometimes people like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes you gotta just be silly. You know what I mean? Just say stupid shit that comes to your head. Like, don't let people judge.
I
you
say
know?
dumb shit all the fucking time.
See, now
What's
we
the
got
dumbest thing you've ever said? Like, I mean, like, all the time. Pick one. Make a top 10 list.
It's all right.
Pick your favorite one this week.
This week. Shit. What did I say this week?
you texted me a little while ago to ask me if I had milk today, which I don't really know what that means.
That's a good one. Who does that?
I didn't even like respond
He's
to
checking.
that.
He's checking your calcium. He's like, yo, bro, how your bones, son? Did you have your milk today? That's awesome. What do you mean?
We're good roommates, you know. We care about each other.
Yeah.
You know, every
What was
morning before
behind
Joe
that
goes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Why'd
in the
you want
mornings,
to know if you
I'll-
had milk?
Why did I want to know?
Yeah.
Because I was really in the mood for some cereal.
Yeah, okay. He's like, who drank the fucking milk? All right.
No, that's
he didn't
not
care.
it.
You were about to tell a story
No.
about caring. And he was
Mike.
just like, who took my milk, man?
Mike, that ain't even it, dog.
Oh, okay.
I go into the fridge and I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. Reese's Puffs, Fruity Pebbles, whatever. I go into the fridge to pull out the
We have
the milk.
aged pallets in this apartment. You know.
I go out to I go to take the. No, I can't even fucking speak right now.
I'm sorry, that's not
I
my
take
problem.
the milk out of the refrigerator and I see that the date on it says September 17th.
No go, bro. That's
So
a fucking no go.
I'm thinking to myself, I'm not a milk person. I don't drink milk like straight up. Like,
what you got against milk, bro?
You kind of look like a dude that would do that.
No, I don't drink milk.
Is that a fat joke? Is that what that is?
Yeah, what was that? You know what? Now you've insulted both of us. And I'm talking about both of me. All right, anyway.
Why, is milk fattening? Anyway, let's not get into it.
So you were asking about the dumbest things Joey said this week?
Yeah,
that just went to the top of the list.
Yeah,
Is
there
it
we go.
really?
Is milk fattening?
I don't know, dog. It comes from cows. I figured it was pretty good for
Have you ever seen a cow? The size of a
Have
cow.
you ever had milk chocolate?
I'd have chocolate milk.
Same shit. Both come from a cow.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just wanted to know. Yo, did you use the milk? Did it taste okay? Because I don't want to fucking.
Oh, okay. I got where you going with this. He was like, I want to drink this.
I want
to check if someone else has drunk this first.
Yeah, because I don't want to
make sure it's not bad.
Yeah,
I respect it.
Yeah,
I
mean, it makes sense. They did that in the medieval times. You know, they used to have like a taste tester for the king before, right?
That's what I call it.
Is this poison? You're his taste tester, right? He's like,
young squire. Taste this.
Young Brian, did you die from milk poisoning today? If you didn't answer, you'd be like, fuck it, I don't drink the milk, right? I don't know. What were you saying? You're good roommates?
Oh, every once in a while, Joey will bring a banana to work, right? So at night, when Joe goes to sleep, I take a pen and I write a little note to Joe, like some words
on the banana,
on the peel. It's very
okay. This beats the fucking milk thing. All right, go ahead. I want to know more about this.
This is actually fucked up. Go ahead.
My father used to do this when I was a kid. Like when he'd like pack my lunch, he would write like just something on the banana, and then so now I saw Joe had a banana.
Totally
there.
use that. By the way, go ahead.
That's good, right? Isn't that
is that
not a nice thing to do for your roommate?
That's a really nice thing to do.
Okay,
I'm
but
a fucking good guy, Mike.
And I'm gonna use that thing later when I fucking give it to a girl and be like, "Sorry, I couldn't get it up. Use this. Put that note right on there." You know what I mean?
It gets
too creepy.
Weirder.
I don't know.
It gets weirder because the one day I didn't
take back.
I didn't take the banana the one day to work. I forgot it. Left it there. It was on top of the whatever, the stove or oven or whatever, and that morning, we had to have the plumber come by to fix something. So this motherfucker...
This is good. This is like an episode of Seinfeld.
This motherfucker's fishing through the kitchen, and I know he's seen it. I know he's seen the banana, and the banana said fucking, I don't know, it was
What did the note say? What did the note say on the banana? Tell me what the note said, please.
It didn't come off like two straight guys were living here. That's all I'm saying, dog.
Have a great day at work.
Right.
Love you, Brian.
Right. No, exactly. That's probably exactly what it was.
I'll give you the real thing when you get home.
And hold on. So I get home, right? I get home from work, and I see the plumber, and I'm like, all right, cool. He's fixing the shit. And I look, and at the corner of my eye, I see that the banana has been moved from where it was. I said, this guy's seen the banana. He saw the note. He thinks two fucking,
banana eaters.
Two banana eaters are here, and not for nothing. But do you see this couch?
I see it.
Does it look familiar?
Yeah, I think I've seen it in a bunch of gay porn videos.
And
it's the casting couch.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here,
dude. Look, I mean, we have.
Is that a real casting couch?
No, but dude, that's the same fucking.
It looks
one.
like it could be.
It's a casting.
Plus, you got all this equipment here.
Like, that's what I mean.
They think this is a gay porn den.
Yes,
you're saying.
dude. That's what I'm saying.
Why did you guys invite me here? What's going on right now? I knew you were creepy being here for a reason. Do I have to suck his dick? What's going on right now? This is weird.
Mike, we won't make you do anything if you don't want
to. He's dying. Look. How much money is involved? That's all I need to know. I'm a broke comedian. It's all right. Just tell me.
Oh, fuck.
We'll charge you $25. That's it.
You going to charge me $25?
Yeah, there ain't nothing free. There's no such thing as a free lunch.
I'll do it for 20.
Be honest. This
20?
is like
this is
this is batting practice to you right now, ain't it?
What do you mean?
Like, we're just throwing you these dingers.
Oh, I mean, this is fun. What do you mean? I don't know. This is just
No,
how
no,
this is how I am normally. This is not even like me trying to put a show on. I'm just fucking nuts. You know what I mean? Like,
I will test to that.
If you hang
Smoking
out
a
with-
cigarette
yeah.
with you, it's the same shit.
Oh yeah, I'm all over the place.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah, I'm just like, I just fuck. I don't
No,
know, my
that's
brain works a weird
good.
way. You know, I don't know.
I enjoy your sense of humor.
Zip up your pants, weirdo. All right.
And I
Like,
love
this is weird, dude.
This whole thing is just
I don't know what's going on in here, but
totally.
Are you performing tonight? You're not, right?
No, tonight's my night off, man. But I'll be there tomorrow. Come check me out, AC Jokes.
Yeah, you got. I mean,
Shameless plug.
Oh, a shameless plug.
Use promo code Merk MERK. Save $5 a ticket.
What is that? If you buy them online?
Correct, at acjokes.com.
How much are tickets?
Huh? Doesn't matter. You save $5 with the promo code Merk.
I don't know. Really, I have a couple questions for you before we actually wrap it up.
Oh, okay, let's do it.
I had some scripted stuff that I wanted to know.
Fuck scripted stuff, man.
So, but it was stuff I've been meaning to
Wait,
ask you.
All right, you could ask me.
You don't have to answer it though.
Okay. Before we
be
do that,
honest.
can we go back to the banana for a second?
Yeah.
What do you want to know about the banana?
No, I just think it's genius.
What
The
was
whole
genius?
idea of writing a note on a banana,
I didn't.
right?
appreciate
Because
it.
like people find notes, people don't find banana peels. You know what I'm saying? It's just if you know, it's just like
Good
this-
point.
right?
so.
So you can write whatever you want, just don't leave it on your stove. You know what I'm saying? While the plumbers come, whatever. It
Well,
is, you know
I
what
figured he
mean?
would have taken it, and I mean, if he just doesn't want my notes, then
Nah, I'm
you know
just-
the message has been sent.
I just
and I
think,
haven't wrote
I
one
just think
since.
it's brilliant. You know what I mean? It's like a great way because they gotta peel the banana,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
And it's just
they gotta peel it.
here's your mission, whatever. You know what I mean? Like here's your note if you choose to accept it. Your mission, and then like it's gonna
Then you throw it out a
self-destruct
window.
in like 30 seconds. Like Mission Impossible type shit. You know, like.
My
And that was a long way to go, but you followed me, right? All right, good. All right, what are your questions now?
well, my father's got a whole like shtick on the banana, why it's nature's perfect fruit, right? So,
Is this one of the questions?
this isn't a question, but we're on the banana thing, so I'm gonna keep rolling with the banana
Okay,
thing.
all right.
Right. So, it comes off the tree, right? You let it sit there and it tells you when it's ripe. When it's nice and yellow, it's ready to eat.
Okay.
You don't have to wash it. It comes in its own wrapper. You eat it, and then the wrapper is biodegradable. It's the perfect fucking fruit.
And you can write on it.
And you can write on it. It's a
Done.
vessel for messages.
got
People
pota-
using carrier
it's got
pigeons,
potassium,
email, just
Potassium's
banana peels
good.
is a new way of
right?
it's a new text.
What?
A banana peel.
That's a little
Yeah.
bit of a stretch, man. What if you don't got a pen
Or a banana.
or a banana? Who doesn't? Man, get your banana game
Get your
up.
bananas.
Get your banana game. BANANAS.
Yeah.
That's what I think when I hear
is
bananas.
That's how I learned how to spell bananas.
All right,
That's
so
how you learn how to spell
so
bananas.
Third
By
dumb
the Gwen
thing that Joe has said
Stefani
today.
That's great. Huh?
That's the third dumb thing Joe has said literally on the show, not even today or in the week.
Joe, why are you so stupid? You're not stupid.
Yeah, I mean,
He's mad at
have
me
you met
now.
my parents?
That's fucked up.
Whoa. Are they going to see this?
My mom probably will. I'm just kidding.
Hi, Mom.
I'm just kidding, Mom.
Tara, hello.
Love you.
How are you? Yeah, I don't even want to.
But
go
she
to
does.
shit.
She does forget a lot of stuff. She knows this. She's a good sport. We used to call her.
Don't backtrack, man. Don't worry. You got this. We know you were joking. His dad loves bananas. My dad.
10-second Terry. That's what we used to call her,
he
Mike.
looks like me. So, get the fuck out of here.
Like 50 first dates.
Dude, pause.
Yes. 10-second time. Yeah.
Pause.
That's the joke we used to make.
Pause.
Back on the bananas thing, if you really want.
No, what are there's questions? I want to go.
Oh,
to
yeah,
questions.
you
questions.
actually want to do the questions now?
I mean, I don't know. You seem like you really want to do it.
Well, I mean,
You're looking at me with loving eyes right now. Like, will you do the questions? I'm like, all right, fuck it. Let's do the fucking questions.
I didn't know my
Yeah,
eyes
you should.
were a certain way.
Nah, it's cool.
What I wanted to know is how you even got into comedy. Like what was
Damn,
what was
why
like
you gotta ask that
what
question?
A lot of
the
drama.
genesis of- What do you mean?
Can
Is
I,
that like
can
a-
I say yes? Yeah, I met my parents.
You met him?
Yeah, nah, they're cool. Dude, I don't know. It's a long story.
All right, you know what? I don't even want to know now.
No,
if you don't want to tell the story, I don't want to hear it.
You know what, man? It was really like I always wanted to do it,
Mhm.
and then like a therapist told me. This is basically it. A therapist told me like I went to see a therapist because I used to gamble a lot, and
Mhm.
it's an addiction that I have, and they like sent me to therapy, and I was like in between jobs. I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do in my life, and he's like, well, what if you had a dream job, what would you want it to be? And I was like, comedy. I've always wanted to do stand-up comedy. And the guy, this is like 5 minutes into the session from my first therapist ever. And he's like, well, maybe we should think of something a little more realistic for you. Oh. Yeah. And I was
Then
like,
don't ask me my
maybe-
motherfucking dream
Yeah,
job.
maybe I shouldn't punch you in the face.
Yeah.
So
Right.
like, I'm
Fuck
like,
that.
this session is over. And I got up and I left. And like the next day, I got on stage.
Really?
Because I'm an addict. You're not going to tell me what I can't fucking do.
Right,
You
yeah,
know
of
what I mean?
course.
So, like, boom, did it. He might have been the best, worst therapist I ever had. You know what I mean? But before that, I was always, like, around it. You know, I was always going to comedy shows when I was younger. My dad used to take me to comedy shows when I was, like, 15, 16. I was going to comedy shows. Right. You know, because they had a 2-drink minimum.
Yeah. Okay, very cool.
But no, I was true, though. I was always going to comedy clubs.
That's a cool story. Why would you not want to tell that?
Oh, I don't know. It's not a short story. You know what I mean?
That was pretty short.
It's not as cool as the banana.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know,
beats my Tropicana story.
It does beat his Tropicana
Dude, your story.
What's what's the question?
Just fuck with you, huh?
What's the
what's the other question? Yeah, more questions. Come on.
Well, the other question. So one of them was, where did you perform for the first time? And obviously, it was right after this therapy appointment somewhere. in New York.
Man. Yeah, that's crazy. So what I did was, like, I wouldn't even count this as my first time, to be honest with you, because like I went out.
It wasn't full penetration.
Yeah, it was just a tip. You know, like I just went there.
Doesn't count.
Yeah, I went there, and it was like an open mic thing, and like I auditioned to be part of this comedy school. I was like Googling it. I was going nuts.
Right.
But my first real time, and I count my first real time as like the first time I was in front of a real audience, like people who paid to see a show.
Right.
Not an open mic. My first real time was at Broadway Comedy Club, and that was like my second time on stage ever.
That's crazy.
So I count that as my first time, and I killed it. And then I did it like a week later, and I bombed. It's like, and it was the same set. I was like, I am a god. I could do this forever.
Right.
And then I did the same set, and people were like, you suck. I was like, ooh, you know?
Really?
But yeah.
So it's really just dependent on the audience like that, I guess.
No,
or
not
is it
at all.
is it who was
It was
before
just-
you?
I had
or-
a lot of friends there, and they were supportive. You know.
Okay.
But
okay.
you know,
okay.
it wasn't like terrible, but you know, it's. I don't think it really has to do with the audience. I think once you find what you're like the way to do it, and how, like, you know, what I mean, once you find your rhythm, your voice on stage, and what works, you know, once you learn how to tell jokes on stage, it won't. It just becomes natural, kind of like how we're talking now. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's just natural.
So then, do you go back and like look at?
Oh, yeah, there's a lot-
comedy
yeah,
shows
it's
and,
like game
you picked
tape.
it and yeah.
That's what you're asking, right? Yeah, like game tape. So like I record every set, and then I'll listen back to hear where the laughs are, because the audience really tells you what's funny. Like you could have a funny idea, but getting to the funny part, like the whole goal is to get to it quick on stage, because you
Right.
don't have that much time up there, especially in New York. You know, like in New York, you get like 5 minutes, right? Or anywhere. If they tell you to do your industry 5 when you first start out, right? So in those 5 minutes, you know, to be a professional comedian, you gotta, like they say, you have to get 6 laughs per minute, right? Which is a lot, right? It's called LPMs, 6 LPMs, right? So you
It's
got
a standard unit of measurement.
in the comedy world, all right, banana boy. So
You don't have to make fun of me.
I'm just whatever. I'm going to. Are you kidding? That's what I do. Make fun of myself and make fun of everyone. Yeah, so that is funny though. That is a standard unit of measurement in the comedy world. It's for real, and that's what they tell you to do. So you got to learn how to shorten all that stuff up. So when you tell a joke, what you'll see is like sometimes the funny part is not where you expected it to be. Like you know what I mean? Like you might think the end is the funny part, so you got to like maneuver stuff around or cut stuff out to get to the funny part faster. So the audience reaction after you do it a certain amount of times, you're like, oh, that's the funny part. And then when you do it more and more, and you start writing more and more, you'll know how to write that and not have to rely on the audience.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right,
So
right,
sometimes, you know, when you already know that something's funny, and then now you go to the audience, now you're seeing how quick you can get to it. You know, does that make sense? Like, how do you word it properly to get a bigger laugh? Because there's certain words that set up that punchline that makes it laugh harder. You know, if the setup's stronger, the punchline will hit harder.
That makes
Sometimes
sense.
if you have a weak one, like you don't put enough detail in, they'll get a laugh because it's funny, but it won't get that A laugh. You know, so does that answer your question there, sir? Any other long-winded questions you'd like to ask? No, I'm just kidding, man. I love this. Come on.
Any more brain busters?
Any more brain busters? Let's see what else I had over here. I wanted to know about the first time you bombed on stage. You kind of already got into that, but what, like,
Oh,
it's got to be a terrible feeling.
Why don't I tell you about the first time on stage? That's better. It's like this out-of-body experience. You know what I
You
mean?
can tell me both.
Yeah, because like the first time on stage, like you're like, wow, you're saying the words, but you're so nervous and everything that you're like you're floating. You know what I mean? Like you're floating out of your body and you're seeing everything happen and people are laughing and you're like getting a relief, right? It's like, it's like being high for real. It's a different type of high, but and then when you bomb, you're just like, it doesn't matter first or last or like yesterday. Like you're just like, you panic. You're like, well, this isn't working. Let me try this trick. Nope. This one. Nope. I fucking hate these people. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're like in this panic mode. And the first time I bombed it was the same thing. I was like, oh, this is not.
So it's all the same now, even when you bomb now from before it. Like the feeling's still the same.
I don't bomb now, banana man.
Yeah, the fuck, bro.
Seriously, that's a good question. It's true. No, I do bomb still, because I do work on new material, and new material will bomb. Sometimes old material, if you don't relate it properly, your timing is off or whatever, your attitude is wrong, you bomb. So
fix your attitude.
Yeah, fix your attitude. Banana hammock. Just gonna keep coming up with banana puns.
It's fine.
Or things.
Banana boat.
Yeah, there you go.
How about the banana boat?
Don't try to steal my shit. All right, it's fucking banana robber.
Doesn't make any sense.
Can we call this? It doesn't have to, man. That's the whole point. It doesn't have to make sense. It doesn't make sense that you write notes on a fucking banana to your roommate. All right, in your gay fucking pad. All right, I don't know what makes sense here. All right, that guy sitting there. All right, Nick, what is he doing there? It doesn't. None of this makes sense. But we're fucking here living our banana dreams.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is, man.
What a bundle of
this
joy.
podcast is sponsored by Dole.
Oh fuck,
you wish. I wish they sponsor me, right?
That was good, right?
Yeah, Dole? I would have went with Chiquita Banana.
I couldn't think of the other one, man. The Dole was the first thing that came to my mind. It's very hot.
Right? I'd stick my banana in her Chiquita. You know what I'm saying? All right, that was stupid. You guys having fun? I feel like I'm the only one having fun.
I'm having a blast.
I'm just being like a dick the whole time.
It's fantastic.
Mike,
I
love
such
it,
an
dude.
asshole.
Yeah.
I love it, Mike.
Yeah, I feel like a dick. I'm
So,
sorry.
what's Mike Merk's next moves? Like, what's like the?
I'm gonna
what's
take off this sweatshirt because it's hot as fuck in here.
He's gonna go get some bananas.
I'm gonna go buy some bananas.
banana sherbet.
Write some love letters.
What the fuck, right?
I don't know. My next move is to go work and perform, and I'm trying to just be creative and do content. Just do material. Mm-hmm. I'm going on tour.
Oh, I didn't know that.
If you have any listeners in the Midwest, check me out, man. I'm going to Chicago,
dude,
Indianapolis. Awesome.
I don't think we do.
If you come to my show, you get a free banana.
Guy's a dick. I love it.
I love it. Yeah.
Good.
Sorry. Yeah. No. I was actually genuinely excited. I was like, "Oh, you do?" Like, fuck yeah.
I didn't know that. I don't think we do. Do we?
Is he a liar?
I don't know. You might be.
If I was a dick, I would have said what I was thinking. I was like, "Well, tell all two of them to come see my show." But you know what I mean? I'm not a dick.
We have 5. It
doesn't matter how many you have. This is great that you're doing this. I love that I could be here and mess around with you guys.
It's great. It's
doesn't
fantastic.
matter if fucking he's the only one here.
Shit.
He's gonna listen to it later, like, "Oh, this is awesome." You know what I mean? I was there for it live. You know what I mean? Like,
It is hot, ain't it?
yeah, a little bit. Yeah, but I'm going on tour.
All right, good. Will you?
He's like, "Fuck your tour." Let me tell you. Yeah,
No. Fucking, I like that. I like that. I'm gonna let everybody know. All my Facebook friends, they're all gonna know.
Do we have any mutual friends?
No, when you said Midwest, I was thinking about just
Pittsburgh.
No, dude. Like, I just thought of West, and I just immediately thought of Texas. I know, like, a couple people in
Texas is not. So 4.
Four things.
No, listen. All I heard was West, and I'm thinking, what's West to us? Listen, Texas is
with a girl from Texas.
It is
Everything's
it is
bigger
Midwest.
and better in Texas,
If you think about it, it's Midwest.
except for gay rights.
It's not considered the Midwest, though.
If you think about it, it is Midwest.
Texas.
Yep.
It's not.
It's in the middle of the country, and
Midwest
it's west
is like
of us.
Chicago.
So it's Midwest.
Not so much.
Southwest.
Did you have milk today?
I had a couple cups.
That's why it's making you loopy. All
yeah,
that, all the
that shit
curdles.
expired, and you're talking about Texas being in the Midwest right now.
It's in the West.
Southwest.
You know, they do that.
Blew his mind just now. Did you see that?
Tomatoes.
I could see how you could say it's the Midwest.
Bananas.
That's great. You can't just throw it out randomly, dude. There's got to be like context to it. You know what I mean? Man.
Hey, I'm trying to learn from you, Mike.
That's okay. I'm just glad you're here, man. Seriously.
Are you going to incorporate the banana thing in any of your jokes or no?
No, definitely not. Actually, maybe, because that's pretty funny.
Yeah, but how would you do it? You're the artist. You'll figure it out.
Yeah. What do you mean? Yeah.
You got it. You don't bomb.
Yeah. No, I bomb. I definitely bomb. I'm gonna write a note to someone on the banana. It's gonna have my phone number on it.
So who's gonna be with you on tour? Who's coming on tour?
I'm going on tour with Gary Garcia, Adam Gable, and Terry McNeely. We do this like every year. We go out like 2 times a year. We're gonna be at Joker's in Indianapolis one weekend. We're doing Cleveland before that. Then we're in Chicago. And then we're going to go do a fundraiser for this awesome dude. It's called Dale Campbell. He's he's running for sheriff in Dale. You know Dale. Yeah. He runs a gun store. It's awesome. He's running for sheriff in Indiana in like Logansport area. So we're gonna go like perform for like him and all his friends and stuff.
How did you guys get hooked up with him?
In South Bend. He came to a show, dude. He's a cool dude, man. I'd love to plug him because I mean, I'm gonna definitely share this with him. Vote for Dale. We met him when we were in Logansport, and just like he gave us a T-shirt, and me and Gary like wear them everywhere now, and I know, just like talking to him, he came to our show that night.
Right,
he brought like his whole family and stuff.
Oh, cool.
Gary's like this small Puerto Rican dude that was like begging him for a gun, and Dale's like, "Yeah, sure, I'll give you a gun, man." Like it was great, And we're like, "You probably shouldn't give Gary a gun, because Gary, it has nothing to do with that he's small and Puerto Rican. It's just that like, the gun would be too big for him,
right?
Because he's tiny, but
and Puerto Rican.
And Puerto Rican. Okay, racist.
Yeah.
No, I'm just messing around.
Yeah,
I am too. I love Gary. Gary's great. You should have him on here. He's
Gary?
hysterical.
Yeah, we'd love to have him.
Gary's hysterical. You should definitely have him on here.
All right,
He's
we'll have
an
Gary
AC?
on.
Yeah, huh?
We'll have
He's an
Gary
AC?
on.
Yeah, he's one of the residents. He's
What is that? His state?
acjokes.com.
That's the last time. That's the last time you do that.
acjokes.com.
That's the last
So
time.
when are you gonna go down to Texas?
Oh, I don't know, man. I met a girl from there. I want to bring her my banana. See how that did that? All right, anyway. No, I don't know. I don't know when I'm going to be down there. I think I might be down there. I think I'm going to be down there in November, maybe. I'm driving like cross country. I don't know if we're going to stop by that way.
All right, so all my friends in the Midwest, make sure you come and see him.
Come check it
When
out.
he's down in Texas.
In
Texas. In Texas.
Oh, man. All right.
All
Cool.
right, Mike. Well, thanks for coming out, man.
Is that it? Are we
Yeah,
done?
I think that's it. Yeah, it feels like it's naturally kind of coming to an end. I'm sweating my balls off, too.
Oh, yeah, I'm hot.
I'm ready to go. You got to go soon, too, right?
Yeah. I got stuff to do.
Stuff to do.
Yeah.
Right. He's got stuff to do.
We could stay. We can get a couple bananas.
You got any milk? All right, anyway.
All right.
There's some good jokes that like were like lost life right there. You saw that? You see his face? It's like him.
Yeah.
He kind of
They
was
weren't
like
as
down.
funny.
He looks so the whole time he's been smiling.
Oh,
and
really?
that one time there, he looks so disappointed that we used the same joke twice. He's like, "Guys, you're better than that."
Yeah, it's over. It's over. It's done
cool.
with.
All right.
I get it.
And now you're smiling, but you're faking it, and we don't enjoy that. Edit that in. There you go. There's a real laugh. All right, cool.
Beautiful.
He's-
Beautiful.
Yeah. All right, thank you. Thank you for having me,
Yeah,
man.
bro, I
Thanks
appreciate you
for
coming
coming.
out.
Thanks for
If you're
coming.
in the Atlantic City area or the Midwest or Texas, you can see Mike at AC
No,
Jokes or
no,
anyone
Texas,
else.
Midwest, same thing. You forgot? I love
Right,
it.
yeah, I forgot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, come
I'm
check
sorry.
out a show, man, or just come say hi, and
Just come say hi.
and listen to them. They're awesome.
We are. Listen to him about listening to
I'm gonna
us.
share this on my fan page.
We appreciate it,
All
Mike.
30 people.
You got 30 more than we do.
Well, it don't matter. It's fine. It's cool. We got this awesome table.
It's a family heirloom.
Do you know his parents? Yo, this guy's it's been a lot of fun though, for real, man. Thank
Thanks
you
for
for
coming
having
by,
me.
brother.
Yeah,
Thanks
man.
for coming out,
All
bro.
right.
We appreciate it. All right, until next time. Facebook, Instagram,
Subscribe.
all the other things. Check Mike out, whatever he does.
Mike Merk NYC on Instagram.
It's very original.
40 on the turf for all my haters, and I'ma make $1 million before I'ma meet my mate. Now baby, blow that candlelight. Shorty, hold my hand tonight. Baby, would you trust me? Trust what I got planned tonight. Make sure that my plans are right. Someone show me the ropes. I'ma give you everything that you dreamed and you hope.